Star Wars has always been LEGO's most popular theme, and some minifigures are quietly climbing in value. In this video, we're exploring the LEGO Star Wars minifigs most likely to increase in value over time. I went through all 1560 plus minifigures to find the ones with the best growth potential, from minifigures already rising in popularity to hidden gems collectors shouldn't miss. We'll start with the top potential minifigures first, then move into group picks by era so you'll get a clear sense of which minifigs could be the smartest investment for collectors. Stick around for part 2 where we'll cover the remaining minifigures, including some underrated gems that could surprise you. So without further ado, let's jump in. First up is Resistance Bomber Pilot Finch Dallow, exclusive to the 2019 Resistance Bomber and currently valued at a staggering $1,500. Can you believe it? LEGO released a slightly different version of the Resistance Bomber in late 2018 to early 2019, which meant Finch Dallow was on shelves for less than a year. Very few sets were produced. That scarcity makes this minifigure extremely rare and highly collectible. It wasn't even that expensive a few years ago, so seeing how much it's appreciated over time is mind-blowing. This is one of those minifigures that surprises even experienced collectors. Next up is Phase 1 Commander Fox, exclusive to the 2008 Separatist Spider Droid and currently valued at around $1,100. Its dark red torso print makes it look much more accurate than other Phase 1 Commander Fox minifigures, which is part of the reason it's so collectible. The price is definitely insane, but its scarcity and popularity mean it will continue rising in value over the years. Next up is Darth Malak, exclusive to the R2-D2 set from 2024 and currently valued at around $34. He was Darth Revan's apprentice, and anyone familiar with LEGO Star Wars knows that Darth Revan is incredibly expensive. Malak won't reach Revan level prices due to lower popularity and higher supply, but he's still likely to rise well above his current value. Break Economy even estimates he could grow about 151% in the first year after retirement. Maybe a bit optimistic, but it definitely shows strong growth potential once he retires. Next up is Obi-Wan Kenobi with a light-up lightsaber, exclusive to the 2005 Ultimate Lightsaber Duel and currently valued at around $100. According to Break Economy, it had an incredible 13% price increase last year. The light-up feature makes it rare, as finding one in good condition with a working light isn't easy anymore. It might not gain 13% every year, but even a 5% increase adds $5 when it's already worth $100, so this one will likely keep appreciating steadily. We also have Han Solo with dual molded legs, exclusive to Betrayal at Cloud City from 2018 and currently valued at around $165. This minifigure is super expensive because of the dual molded legs, which are highly detailed and even featured side prints. Even though 3 other Han Solos share the same torso, this version stands out in value. Last year it increased nearly 10%, and I expect it will keep appreciating over time thanks to those incredible dual molded legs. Next up is Wooof, who only appears in the UCS Jabba Sail Barge set from 2024 and is currently valued at around $41. Break Economy estimates that he could appreciate by 146% within the first year after retirement. While that number does seem quite high, this is an exclusive minifigure with only one LEGO release ever. There aren't any alternative versions of Wooof on the market, so it wouldn't be surprising to see his value jump significantly once the set retires. Next up is Jedi Vader, who only appears in the Dark Falcon set from 2024 and is currently going for around $34. This is the kind of minifigure that gains value simply because it's so unique and different. I don't expect it to skyrocket, but it's definitely one that could see steady appreciation once it retires. Break Economy predicts it could grow 109% in the first year after retirement. Honestly, it's also the best minifigure from the set, and since it's such an iconic character, it's likely to become even more popular, driving its value up over time. Next up is an Imperial Officer, exclusive to the 2016 UCS Death Star and currently valued at around $60. I always thought this was supposed to be Commander Motti, but LEGO later released a new Admiral Motti in the 2025 UCS Death Star. Either way, this minifigure appreciated about 8% in 2025, which is impressive, and since it isn't the official Motti, it's likely to continue increasing in value over time. Next up is General Veers, who appeared in the Darth Vader Meditation Chamber set from 2021 and is currently worth around $24. This minifigure appreciated about 8% in 2025 and is expected to keep rising in value. Veers is a fan favorite from The Empire Strikes Back, and this is the only highly detailed LEGO version of him in his Imperial uniform, making it a must-have for collectors. Next up is Princess Leia with smooth hair in her white dress, exclusive to the 2009 Tented 4. This was actually a variant of the regular regular hair Princess Leia that was supposed to come with the set, but due to a Lego mistake, a few were produced with smooth hair. That rarity makes it super hard to find and very expensive. I've only ever owned one in my life, and I can confirm that its value keeps appreciating every year. Last year it increased about 7%, and finding one in excellent condition today is extremely rare. And that wraps up my top 10 LEGO Star Wars minifigs with the highest growth potential. These are the minifigures collectors are already snapping up, and they're likely to keep climbing in value. But the Star Wars universe is huge, and there are plenty of other minifigures worth keeping an eye on. Let's break the rest of the list down by era so you can see which minifigs could be your next smart purchase. Let's start with minifigures from the prequels, including minifigs from the Clone Wars series. First, we have Phase 2 Commander Bly, who only appears in the Battle of Felucia Separatist MTT from 2025 and is currently valued at around $50. This is a minifigure that fans have been waiting on for years, so many collectors who skip the set, especially due to its high price, will likely buy Bly on his own. That kind of demand should push his value higher over time, especially once the set retires. Next up is Asajj Ventress, exclusive to Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter from 2015 and currently going for around $32. This minifigure grew about 7% in value in 2025 and is likely to keep appreciating over time. It's an exclusive, highly sought after character, and given that she's from the 2003 Clone Wars anime movie, it's unlikely LEGO will release another version anytime soon. Next up is Clone Commander Bacara, a very new minifigure that only appears in the Republic Juggernaut set from 2025 and is currently priced around $34. This is a clone that LEGO Star Wars fans have been waiting for years, so it wouldn't be surprising if his value skyrockets after retirement. He's already quite expensive, and since the rest of the set is pretty average, most collectors will likely pay a premium just for this standout minifigure. Next up is Admiral Wolf Yularen, who only appeared in the UCS Venator set from 2023 and currently goes for around $40. This is a minifigure that used to be worth quite a bit more, but its value dipped over time. That said, I think he's undervalued right now, and once the set retires, he's likely to bounce back to around his original release price. After all, Yularen is a well-known and popular character from the Clone Wars, which gives this minifigure solid long-term potential. Next we have Gizmo, exclusive to the Mos Espa Pod Race set from 1999. Despite his unique looks, he's still valued at around $21. This vintage minifigure appreciated about 6.5% in 2025 and is expected to continue rising in value over time thanks to its rarity and classic status. Next up is the Phase 2 Wolfpack Clone Trooper, which only appeared in the 2014 Republic AB7 anti-vehicle canon and currently goes for around $58. This one doesn't surprise me at all. I've had multiple over the years, and every year it sells for more. With a 5.5% growth in 2025, it's clear why. This minifigure remains one of the most solid clone minifigures LEGO has ever released. Next up is Jango Fett with printed arms, exclusive to the 2025 UCS Jango Fett Fire Spray class starship, and currently valued at around $58. This one feels like a no-brainer for collectors. As long as LEGO doesn't release it again, its value looks very promising. They didn't release it in the regular scale Jango Fett starship, which keeps it exclusive. If it stays that way, it could follow a path similar to Boba Fett from the 2015 UCS Slave 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a $150 plus minifigure over time. Next up is Kestis, who only appeared in the Imperial Star Destroyer set from 2024 and currently goes for around $40. He's an extremely popular character from Jedi Fallen Order, and honestly, the fan reaction around him says it all. That level of demand alone makes it very likely that his value continues to rise after retirement, especially since this is his only LEGO appearance so far. Now let's move on to the original trilogy minifigures. First up is the OG AT-AT driver, who appeared in just 2 sets and is currently valued at around $40. This minifigure increased about 7% in 2025, and judging by its current trajectory, it's likely to keep rising over time. Being a classic and popular vintage minifigure, it's no surprise that collectors continue to drive its value up. Next up is Galen Erso, exclusive to the 2025 UCS Death Star, and this is the first LEGO minifigure of him from Rogue One. What's astonishing is that it's already valued at around $94 even though the set just released and hasn't retired yet. Considering its exclusivity and popularity, imagine how much it could be worth a few years after retirement. Next up is Vizam, a newly released minifigure that only appears in the Jabba Sail Barge UCS set from 2024 and is currently going for around $23. This minifigure is extremely detailed and represents a unique exclusive character, making it a strong candidate to rise in value after retirement. Plus, UCS minifigures almost always have higher prices because LEGO gives them exceptional details. Next up is Admiral Motti from the 2025 UCS Death Star.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
and he's already worth around $44. This one feels pretty obvious. He's the iconic officer from A New Hope who gets force choked by Vader during the famous
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
scene. LEGO has never officially released Admiral Motti before, even though the Imperial Officer from the 2016 Death Star looks somewhat similar. We've already seen Grand Moff Tarkin from the 2016 UCS Death Star skyrocket in value, so I wouldn't be surprised if Motti follows a very similar path over time. We also have the Hot Tub Stormtrooper from the 2025 UCS Death Star and currently valued at around $96. Honestly, I was surprised at first. I thought this minifigure was a joke, but it turns out it's the most valuable minifigure from the set. The fact that people are already willing to pay this much shows that it's extremely popular, and I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps rising in value once the set retires. Next up is Lando Calrissian, who only appeared in the A-Wing Starfighter set from 2017 and is currently valued at around $50. This minifigure appreciated about 6% in 2025, and since LEGO hasn't released this version of Lando in a very long time, it's likely to continue increasing in value. Lando is a very popular character, so that steady demand makes complete sense. Next up is the OG Luke Skywalker in his Cloud City outfit, exclusive to the 2003 Cloud City set and currently valued at around $362. It appreciated about 5.5% in 2025, which isn't surprising. Most minifigures from this set are now very expensive thanks to their scarcity, vintage status, and iconic designs. This minifigure will undoubtedly continue rising in value over the years. We also had the OG Princess Leia in her white dress, exclusive to the first ever Millennium Falcon from 2000 and currently valued at around $60. Being an original release, it appreciated about 5.5% in 2025, and since LEGO will never make another version with a yellow head, its value will almost always increase over time by default. Next up is the Imperial TIE Fighter pilot with printed arms, exclusive to the 2015 UCS TIE Fighter and currently going for around $54. This minifigure appreciated about 5.5% in 2025, which is quite impressive. With excellent details and prints, it remains in my opinion the best Imperial TIE Fighter pilot LEGO has ever released, even to this day. Next up is the Imperial Dignitary, exclusive to the 2025 UCS Death Star and currently valued at around $66. This one is absolutely insane, especially considering the set hasn't even retired yet. It's also the first time LEGO has released a minifigure like this, so I wouldn't be surprised if it continues appreciating significantly once the set retires. Next up is the 21B Medical Droid, which only appeared in the 2018 Sand Crawler set and is currently worth around $51. Similar to other unique droid minifigures, this one has shown steady appreciation, rising about 5% in 2025. Its distinct design and one-time release make it very unlikely LEGO will produce another version anytime soon, so it should continue increasing in value over the long term. Next up is General Tag, also from the 2025 UCS Death Star, and he's already valued at around $45. Once again, this is an exclusive minifigure from a very expensive UCS set, which makes it highly likely to appreciate in value over time. Now let's take a look at a few minifigures from the Knights of the Old Republic game, plus one from the Yoda Chronicles. First up is the Jedi Consular, exclusive to the 2013 Jedi Defender class cruiser and currently valued at around $80. I've only owned this one a few times, but I can confirm that this minifigure and everything from this set goes up in value every single year. Last year alone, it increased nearly 7%. Anything related to this set is likely to continue appreciating thanks to its popularity and connection to Knights of the Old Republic, the same game that made Darth Revan so iconic. Next up is the Sith Warrior, exclusive to the 2013 Jedi Defender class cruiser and currently valued at around $87. Like the Jedi Consular, this minifigure comes from the Knights of the Old Republic and has a similar story. It keeps appreciating in value every year. Last year alone, it increased about 5.5%, which is impressive considering its already high price. With excellent prints and no indication that LEGO will release it again anytime soon, this minifigure should continue rising in value. Next up is the Special Forces Clone Trooper, exclusive to Jet 14 Stealth Starfighter from 2013 and currently going for around $38. This minifigure remains quite popular, having grown about 5% in 2025, and judging by its current trajectory, it's likely to continue appreciating steadily over the next few years. So there you have it, our top 33 LEGO Star Wars minifigures to buy before their prices soar. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, hit subscribe, and if you want to watch another video like this one, click the video right here, and I'll see you there.